Welcome back our fans. Carlos Ghosn's success story in saving Nissan. At one time, the Japanese automaker Nissan was famous for making the most attractive sports cars in the world, such as the legendary 240Z car that Hollywood star Paul Newman admired, and in the period from the 50s to the 70s of the last century, the company expanded significantly until sales in the United States exceeded 500,000 cars per year. But in the 90s, Nissan deviated from its course. Nissan collapse begins. The automaker began producing boring and uninspiring family sedans, focusing more on engineering than design that met customer needs, and sales declined. By 1999, the company's debt reached about $27 billion, compared to about $20 billion. It was necessary for Nissan to streamline production processes, but instead, manufacturing costs rose, and the company lost about $1,000 on every car sold in the United States in the 90s. In 1993, Nissan recorded a loss of $1 billion, the first time the company had not made a profit in 50 years, and soon found itself in debt of about $20 billion. In 1999, the company found itself in a desperate position and began to look for a foreign buyer, and in March 1999, the French carmaker Renault bought 36.8% of Nissan, thus forming the Renault-Nissan alliance. The company is on the brink of bankruptcy. The company was close to bankruptcy, as banks stopped lending it money, and the money was not only provided by Renault's money, but Nissan also found a savior, Mr. Carlos Ghosn, who will turn it into the 21st century, as Nissan contracted a man with extensive experience in the automotive industry, and he had made his way through the ranks of the tire company Michelin, becoming the chief operating officer in South America, at the age of 30, and then joined Renault as vice president in 1996, where he masterminded its revival. He became known as Lacoste Killer in the French press. Born in Brazil, raised in Lebanon and later educated in France, Carlos was seen from abroad, given the scarcity of international CEOs in the country, and they did not come internationally like him, and he was born in Brazil, grew up in Lebanon and was later educated in France. So after Nissan reached the brink of bankruptcy, it ceded the reins to this foreign person, Carlos Ghosn, to save it. Carlos Ghosn's story succeeds in saving Nissan. Carlos cut costs for the company by closing 5 factories that are losing, reducing Nissan's wage bill in the process, by cutting 20,000 jobs from a workforce of about 150,000. The seniority rule, which prioritizes an employee's age as a reason for promotion, he said, "I didn't want age to be a discriminatory factor. I wanted age to become a factor of respect for older people, a factor of experience, but it's certainly not something that prohibits young people from having great opportunities." To motivate frustrated employees, Carlos visited all Nissan locations around the world. This new foreign official changed the perception of employees and increased their enthusiasm. Ghosn quickly earned the 7-Eleven title because of his time arriving at the office at 7 a.m. and leaving at around 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. in the early years. As a result, the company rose and began the process of revival. In 2001, the company reported a profit of $3 billion, the largest amount achieved that year. That year, Ghosn became the company's CEO, and in any case, he knew he couldn't relax, and the next challenge was to modernize Nissan's new cars. Designers were encouraged to experiment with new ideas, from the GPS interface to the shape of the cars, and customers who used to move away from the company's models and helped solve problems were consulted, all the way to designing their steering wheels, and this practice allowed Nissan to closely follow consumer trends. Nissan's return to the top. The company is now considered one of the best automotive brands in Asia again, and the company's annual profit last year was estimated at $7 billion. In April 2017, Ghosn was appointed CEO and chairman of Nissan, becoming the most reputable foreign CEO in Japan's history due to his success and charisma. His adventures are documented as a corporate superhero, according to Associate Teaching Professor Chia. Ghosn, who is also Renault chairman and CEO, played down his achievements, saying, "It wasn't about gains, it was about how we work as a team and see what we can achieve together." Thanks for watching. Support us by likes and subscribes.